Welcome to another episode of Goal Setting Mondays, where every single Monday I help you build your signing agent business. This originally started out as just goal setting for signing agents, but now this is signing agent mentorship, signing agent coaching, one-on-one. How can I help your business? So excited here. Brian, what's going on? What is going on, everybody? First and foremost, thank you so much for the happy anniversaries. It means so much to me and my wife. But let's get this party started. How is everybody doing today? If you're here for the very first time, it's very simple how this works. You go to right here, we're on Instagram Live. You hit the add camera button. I'm going to jump on one-on-one, help you set goals, help you build your business. So who do we have on first today? Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Just say your name and where you're from.
I'm Tammy from Orlando, Florida.
Hi, Tammy. So how can I help you today? Where are we at with our business? Talk to me.
Well, actually, I purchased everything, and I just need to get what I need to. I just need to do what I need to do to start.
I love
just
it, girl.
that simple.
I love it. I got to do what I got to do to start. Well, let me just help you. So, to me communicate, you bought the loan signing system course?
I did.
Well, welcome to the family, T. So glad you're here. Okay, cool. So here, let me talk to you. Okay, so look. You know, when you first start this business, it can be a little overwhelming. There's so much information flying at you. So my best advice to you is just slow down. You know, it's really tough for us to process so much information at one time. So my best piece of advice for you is just put in 2 hours a day, every day. That's it. You don't need to overwhelm yourself. You know, a lot of new students try to bang out the course in a day. And I'm like, dude, you can't remember all that information. You know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness.
So just be patient. This, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm so glad you're here. But I think the key for you is just make sure that you set aside a specific 2 hours every single day. The biggest thing signing agents do, new signing agents do, is they don't have a plan on how to get through the course. And sometimes you're like, oh, well, I'm going to put 3 hours today, 0 hours tomorrow, 1 hour on Thursday. And then all of a sudden, like, you're still overwhelmed. So the best solution I've found for new students is to set aside 2 hours every day, but commit to it. If you got to wake up early, go to bed late, do an hour at lunchtime, 2 hours every day. By the time you get through your 2 hours a day, it might take a week, might take 2 weeks. Remember, repetition is the mother of learning. Slow is a speed. And just be consistent with your studies, and it'll all start clicking.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Oh, my God. Well, girl, and number two, and with this, you know, we have a Florida-specific group. Make sure that you're connecting with your fellow Florida signing agents. There's no need to go at this business by yourself. We have a lot of amazing signing agents in Orlando. Tracy Archer, Lauren Renee Ellis, just a couple that come to my mind. So don't go at this by yourself. Reach out like, hey, I'm a new loan signing system student. Is there anything, can we meet up for coffee? Can we meet up for like brunch? And just get to know somebody, you know what I mean? There's no need to be at this by yourself. Take advantage of the loan signing system network and family. And get to know someone locally, okay?
Thank you. I
All
will.
right, girl. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know in the DMs. Keep me up on track, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
Awesome. I love it. Great kickoff. A brand new loan signing system student. So excited. All right, let's get Tizetta on here, and then I'll go to Lions Notary and Tiffany Miles. Okay, cool. So if you're a brand new LSS student, don't try to remember everything all at the same time. What up? How are you? Let's go.
How are you?
I'm so good. So tell everybody where you're from and your name and what can I help you with?
My name is Tizetta. I go by T. I live in Sacramento right now. I'm finishing up the course.
Love it.
But I've put in my 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day that I plan to do. I've also started a spreadsheet of local title companies just so I can have some side.
Love it.
I still need to get a printer, which I've been having a hard time doing that. But my goal is I need to knock that out, and I also need to knock out the certificate from the National Notary.
Yes. Okay, so what I heard is a signing agent who's super duper excited. First off, before I help you out, go Kings. I'm from Sacramento area too, girl.
No,
let's go.
I'm an SDSU alumni.
Oh, I'm an LA too. I love it. I love it. We're like soulmates. We didn't even know it. Okay, cool. So what I heard is a signing agent who's super excited. Sometimes when we're trying to do 4 or 5 different things, we really don't accomplish much. Okay. So what I want you to do is actually stop doing the title marketing list. I want you to stop worrying about everything else. Just go through the course. Okay. Your most important thing we can do is helping you kind of rein in the energy. Again, I know this is almost counterproductive because I want you, or counterintuitive, because I want you to get excited, but almost too much excitement really slows down the process. So what I want you to do is just more focus on your studies. Go back in the course 2 hours a day. Don't try to worry about the ancillary things. Your job right now is just to get all the information into the head, into the brain, and then start worrying about the marketing. Because I still want you, like the NA certification, very important. My certification, very important. All the definitions, very important. Learning the HELOCs, the reverses, the refinances, the purchases, the seller packages, all very important. So what I would tell you is all the little ancillary things, just kind of slow down, finish the course.
Okay.
A little hack for the printer though is because who knew the pandemic was going to cause a printer shortage?
Yes.
But you know what a lot of students are having success on is like on the secondary marketplaces, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, eBay. You know, so maybe in the beginning you get a used one, and as you start making money, you can get a higher Lamborghini style printer. But in the beginning, girl, you just need something that prints legal and letter. Make sure it's laser jet. And you don't need anything super fancy in the beginning, okay? But remember what I taught last week in the mentorship and a little bit on the Instagram Live is it's better to be productive than busy.
Yes.
So what I hear a little bit is you're being a little too busy and a little less productive. You're making title lists. You're doing this. Just focus on getting the education down. That's the most productive thing you can do right now early in your process. And that the business are building upon itself. Because by the time you're done with the certification, then you're going to dive into the marketing part of the business. That's when I want you to focus on that. But right now, you're dividing up your time between marketing and getting to know the whole entire industry. And it's just becoming a little convoluted. You know what I mean? But girl, I'm so glad you're here. Go Kings, go Aztecs.
Sorry, no King. But all good.
Okay, I'm going to know this. So your goal is just to scale back a little bit with your enthusiasm. Get focused on just getting through the learning curve. Because remember, repetition's a mother of learning. You might need to go through the reverse mortgage module a few times before you move on. I'd rather you focus on going through the reverse mortgage module a few times than making a title list that really doesn't do you any good in this moment. Right. You know what I mean? So let's put all the marketing things on the back burner.
Okay.
And slow down, go through the course. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited for you. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, last thing. And I kind of talked about it earlier to the last lady is don't forget to join your networking group up in Sacramento. You are led with Laura Tasadri. She owns her own signing service.
Yeah, I'm actually going to a meetup August 14th. So
perfect. Perfect. And remember, she owns signing service. She gets a ton of business to loan signing system students, but it's your job to introduce yourself. It's your job to create that relationship. So I'm excited you're going to that meetup. And then we have a lot of big hitters in Sacramento. So don't be afraid to reach out. Like, hey, who wants to do coffee? Who wants to meet up for lunch on a Saturday? Pick the brains of your fellow LSSers, okay?
Okay, we'll do.
Awesome. So glad you're here, girl. All right, let's go. Amazing. I love talking to a couple of newer LSS students. What up, what up, what up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How's it going?
So tell everybody your name, where you're from, and what can I help you with today?
My name is Janice Nicole, and I have Lions Notary Services, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
I love it.
And yay! So I'm about almost 90 signings in.
Hold on. No,
yeah.
Recognition. People drop the clapping imagery for my girl. All right, cool.
Yeah.
90 signings in. So where are we? Are we all SS, signing service, or part direct? Talk to me.
So I have an appointment tomorrow for my with a title company. So it could be my first direct. I have a mock signing scheduled for tomorrow.
Love it.
So I'm excited for it. A little bit nervous, but excited.
Yeah.
And I only went in one time, dropped off goodies, talked to somebody. They're like, hey, can you come back for mock signing in August? I said, yeah, of course. So that's scheduled for tomorrow.
I'm gonna pause you right there. I'm gonna pause you. So how many other title companies have you gone into and introduced yourself to?
Not including the one for tomorrow, 3.
Okay. So here's my coaching. You ready? Momentum creates momentum. Okay. It is our job, and anything new that we do is once we see something that works, like, oh my gosh, that worked. I got to double down my effort. So what I heard is a signing agent who who actually got results. 1 out of 3 people, you got an introduction to do a mock signing. Like that's a 33% closing ratio, girl. That's unbelievable. So the math is simple. If you can carry that on, you need to hit 3 more up to get another interview, 3 more up to get another interview. It becomes a little bit of a numbers game. But girl, if you're not creating the momentum, that's why the business doesn't scale. It's like when you're working out for the first time, right, in a while. You go to the gym and you're like, oh, snap, I lost a pound? And then the next week you're like, okay, I lost a pound. I'm going to start working out even more because I see the results of last week, right? So then you go to the gym a little bit harder the next week. And you're like, oh, snap, I lost 3 pounds. You're like, well, I got to start eating better because I'm going to accelerate these results, right? Does that make sense? That makes sense.
Yeah.
But what I heard is a signing agent who lost a pound but's not doubling down on their effort. You know what works, girl, okay? Right?
I do have a question.
Okay, but I'm going to answer that, but I want you to hear what I'm trying to coach you on. Is the momentum only gets built if you create it. 1 out of 3 is unbelievable. Your job now is to go to 3 more this week and then 3 more next week, because your closing ratio of 1 out of 3, now you understand I can for every 3 title offices, I can get 1 interview. It's just a numbers game at this point. Does that make sense? But you need to create that momentum. You need to get enthusiastic about your success. Bottle it up, celebrate it, high five your mom, dad, wife, husband, sister, create the energy, create the momentum, which inspires you to do more. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
okay,
it makes sense.
Question.
Right. So I did go into other title companies, like 3 or 4 more, but they were all out of business and I didn't know. Like I Google searched them, it said they were there, and so they were out of business. But so I found out about a realtor group, like in my city. It's like the big city realtor group, and they're having a golf outing on the 26th, and I want to go, but I can't like join the group because I'm not a realtor. So I don't know, do I just show up like looking like I'm about to play golf and hand out goodies in the parking lot? Like I don't know how to approach it.
Yeah, you know, the first thing is, you know, the best place to shop is when things are on sale, right? So what I mean by that is, you know, maybe this isn't the right networking group to join. You have 1,000 other them in Ohio. I mean, shoot, let's just be honest, right? So my point is, maybe you want to knock where the door is a little bit more open. So but I love where your head's at as far as looking for those networking events. Girl, I promise you, there's a ton of them where you live. Your job is kind of just go on Facebook meetups, meetup.com, Google real estate meetups, title meetups, escrow meetups in your area. Yeah, I mean, sometimes what I do, you know, some of you new signing agents going out to market, you see an event, you kind of glom onto it and almost put your blinders on versus trying to get the ancillary items, activities that are going on around you. Does that make sense? So my first 2 cents is, you know, my answer to you, my bigger coaching is don't get too myopic just on this event, okay? My second coaching is, my guess is you probably know a realtor somewhere in your family or friends. Okay, so I would say whoever you have the best relationship with, have them join and have them figure out how to get you involved. Or maybe you guys go together. So leverage someone that you know, because we all know a realtor somewhere, right? Maybe it's your buddy's wife, you know what I mean? Or your buddy's husband, or you're someone you went to high school with. Leverage that.
Right.
I'm trying to get into this realtor event networking event, golf event. Could I have you maybe join that group, and then maybe you can help me do some reconnaissance on how I can get involved? So don't be afraid to ask someone you know to kind of be that in for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So my goal is this goal setting Monday. So here's my bigger goal for you. Okay. This week, I want you to own 3 new title companies and introduce yourself. 3. Can you commit to that? Can you commit to that? There is 140 people on here live. There'll be 5,000 people who watch this before it ends. Can you commit in front of everybody? 3.
I'm gonna try.
No, girl. I need a commitment. 3. Do I got a commitment from you?
I don't know if I can make 3.
Look, let me coach you on this.
Okay. I'm part-time.
Okay. We have time at lunch. We have time after work. Okay. What I'm trying to help you create is momentum. And so even though you're part-time, then all you got to do is do one on lunch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe you bang out 3 on lunchtime on Wednesday, right? Call them up, make sure they're open. So remember, Google them, call them once they realize they're open. Oh my gosh, awesome, click. Now you have a list. So do a little bit more reconnaissance before you go. But what I'm trying to force you to do is create momentum, right? So
okay.
can you commit to 3?
Yes.
There we go. Everybody, drop her some images right there. Yes, 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 yes. So remember, momentum creates momentum. Because if I get you to go to 3 this week and 2 are giving you an interview, then then you're like, wow, I'm in. You know what I mean? So I want to help you create the momentum for your own business. But I'm going to end with this. I'm so proud of you. The effort is so hard to teach. You're doing that on your own. Just keep duplicating this. Keep duplicating this effort, and it's all over. And then when we get off, I want you to look at all the comments. People are rooting for you, girl. So keep posting. Keep me posted in the DMs, and let's go.
Thank you, Mark. Let's go.
Welcome. Bye. Oh my gosh.
Bye-bye.
I love it. Remember, the biggest takeaway from hers is momentum creates momentum. But it's our job, as soon as we see a win, that we start stacking those wins. Too often I see signing agents have a win. They're like, okay, that was cool. Versus, I got to win. Oh my gosh, this actually worked. And then doubling down on that effort. So remember, it's your job to recognize your wins. It's your job to realize, okay, this worked. Let me see if I go all in, if it works even more. So the biggest takeaway from that conversation is stack your wins. Recognize your wins, create that momentum. So let's go to the next person coming on.
Hi.
Oh, what's up? Hi, you're on live.
Hi, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm so glad you're here. So talk to me. Tell one your name, where you're from, and let's have a conversation.
Okay, Maria Barbetia. I live in Baca, Arizona. I'm just starting the business. I got my NNA, your training too. The insurance, everything. I'm just looking at the videos.
Yeah.
Their lives.
Love it. You know, so I mean, I've talked to. I love it. No, I love talking to new LSS students or new signing agents, period. I can sense the enthusiasm, the nervousness, the excitement, all of the above. Bottle up all that all that energy, and it's built the business. You know, my advice for you is the same that I gave the ladies earlier today, and that is we just try to give yourself time blocking. Time blocking is probably the most efficient way of getting things done. The way I'm able to run a signing service, a training course of this size, is I time block. So what that means is I dedicate in my calendar, like for instance, today, 12 to 1 is my Instagram live. Nothing else gets in the way of that. So start time blocking your days, right? So maybe it's 8 to 9 tomorrow morning, I'm studying. And then it's 1 to 2 o'clock on Thursday, I'm studying. Time block. That is the best advice I can give any signing agent, but especially new signing agents, because you guys tend to just operate off of energy and enthusiasm versus putting a specific time away each day or setting time aside each day for an activity. So try implementing time blocking into your schedule, even as you build this business. And I think you're going to see yourself become so much more productive. So my biggest goal for you is just setting time aside. Look, I'm going to start doing studying from 12 to 2. And I don't care if my house is on fire, I'm studying from 12 to 2. I'm being a little dramatic, but hopefully you understand my point. But time blocking is so effective, right? It's 12 to 2, I'm studying. 2 to 3, I'm working out. 4 to 5, I'm with the children. 5 to 6, I'm studying. 7 to 8, I'm putting my kids down. 9 to 10. If you time block ahead of time, you tend to be more effective versus just kind of waking up like, oh, what am I going to do today? Well, I got to pick up my kids. I got to eat lunch. I got to study. But if you actually time block your different activities throughout the day, you can be, wow, I can accomplish so much. So my best advice for you is time block, put specific times into your schedule for studying, and nothing else gets in the way, right? It is 2 to 12, 12 to 2, I'm doing this. 2 to 4, I'm doing that. And then you can start chipping away at your learning curve, start chipping away at this process of, and then all of a sudden we're gonna get you building a business. How's that sound?
Perfect.
All right, girl, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the family. And again, remember, join your local network. We have a lot of signing agents out in Arizona. So make sure you're meeting up with them. Make sure that you're introducing yourself. And I'm excited to have you here. Keep me posted in my DMs. Let me know how everything's going. And I'm excited for you, girl.
We actually have a meeting on the 21st here in Arizona, so I'll be there.
I love it. I love it. Remember, your network equals your net worth. I'm going to say that one more time. Your network equals your net worth. Create that network, girl. And if I would love to be part of that network, so I'm here if you need anything at all, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, girl. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right, let's go to Tiffany Miles. That was an amazing. So, a lot of people ask me, like, Mark, how do you get done so much in a day? And the answer is I time block, right? I mean, I time block 12 to 1 today. It's Instagram Live. There's nothing else that gets in the way. I mean, next to something being wrong with my family, this is what I'm doing. So time blocking is so crucial as you're scaling your business. Time blocking is so crucial just to become more productive. See, people wake up in the morning and they're busy and they think they're getting things done when they're really only moving their business in micro increments versus huge increments. And time blocking is the single biggest thing that I apply to my life that helps me accomplish as much as I do to make sure, like a lot of you guys saw me on my anniversary last week. I even time blocked during my anniversary. I needed to make sure that I was responding to all of my amazing community of signing agents. You guys kind of notice that I'm kind of on the DMs at a specific time. I'm always time blocking. Okay, Maria, let's have you exit out of your video so we can get someone else on, Maria. So excited. Okay, who's the next one? I'm going to go with my girl, Tiffany, and then I'm going to go Angel, and then I'm going Salah. So let's go to my girl, Tiffany, who, by the way, is a $10,000 a month signing agent. No big deal. Tiffany Miles, talk to me, girl. Where you at? So while Tiffany's getting, the one and only T Miles in the house. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Mark.
Girl, every time I get on with you, your smile's in your ear. It's beautiful. It's infectious. But life's good when you're making $10,000 a month as a signing agent.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So talk to me. I remember last week's conversation. Follow up. Where are you at? Let's talk about some goals.
So, being in Arizona, I had always had that doubt of how was I going to get those different individuals. So I did meet with one of a few title companies last week. I did the lunch. I went in. I didn't eat with them. I ate beforehand. Went straight in the office with the two EOs, a very small office, and we sat. She took her notepad out, took all her notes. She says, "You're already in the system and approved. We just need to send you work." So both of them have a method they use. I asked, how do they want orders? So they said, one said email, one said, I'm going to text you. One's a night bird, one stays up early in the morning. So she said, just keep me as VIP. Like when the emails and the texts come up, she'll send me messages. Told me the whole process, how they want documents, how to get them back to them. And then later on Friday night at 11 p.m., I got an email back from a loan officer that I had reached out to and says, I got you loaded in 2 more title companies. I need you to do closings for me in August and September.
I love it, girl. Okay, so here is my coaching, okay? So, when you're trying to get from like the 10K to the 20K club, because girl, I need you on that 20K stage next year. So the real thing I want you to focus on is because you're, to get to the 10K mark, you're just a marketing machine. That's what you're doing right now. I love it. But what I don't want you to forget about is becoming a relationship creating machine. So make sure now that you're trying to get all these contacts, you have time blocked into your schedule. Sometimes I want you to just walk into these EO's office, not looking for business. Right. I want you to walk into these EO's office, just say, what up? It's T in the house. How was your weekend? And start chopping it up about more personal topics and not necessarily topics about, oh, I want more business. Oh, how do you want your orders? And that you're a night bird. I'm not. I just want you to come in and be like, how are you doing? Especially this loan officer who just gave you a referral to 2 title companies. So start focusing on the relationship building part of your business. This is not in lieu of marketing. Continue to do it. But sometimes you signing agents trying to scale to 20K are so hyper-focused and more versus deeper. So if I can get you kind of focus on both, because remember, it's not one or the other, right? It's both, okay? So just remember this week and following, and then the continuing weeks, like, how can I create those relationships? You know what I mean? What kind of conversations can I have to let them know that I just want to get to know them? I want to help them in their business. It's not always about walking in and just saying, oh, I want business. Oh, get me on your preferred list. Does that make sense? So as you're going, pedal to the metal, which I love, I want you to focus though on really being aware of like, am I doing my best to build relationships, or am I just doing my best to farm more business? And it should be a combo of both. You know what I mean? And so to get to that 20K mark, girl, you just have to, I want you to start focusing on people getting to know the real Tiffany, not the signing agent Tiffany, but the real Tiffany. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think if you add that to the current marketing strategy you have, you'll hit 20K, no doubt, signing service in the very near future. But remember, the key from going from a 10K signing agent to a signing service owner, it's just relationships. It's
Right.
not more business, it's deeper relationships. That makes sense? So
Yes.
make sure you don't forget about creating those true, authentic, hey, get to know me. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? You know, let's go grab a drink. Let's go whatever you do, you know what I mean? But try to see if some of those relationships you can start making deeper. So what I want for you this weekend is some of those relationships you currently have, figure out how we can make those deeper. Maybe time block in a couple days this week just to go in and say, what up? Nothing else on the agenda outside of getting to know you. And that's why the Monday morning emails are so effective. It's all about building relationships. But
I did
really
those this morning already too.
I love it, girl. I love it. So,
I sent out 50, so let's see.
Let's go. So my only coaching for you, though, my only coaching for you in this session is focus and don't forget on the relationship building part, the authentic relationships of get to know me, not just I want more business. I mean, especially this guy who introduced you to 2 EOs, like, dude, just like bring him lunch or send him like Uber Eats. Man, I just want to say thank you, man. You know, it's not about the business. It's just about me showing appreciation, creating those deeper relationships. But Tiff, there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be a 20K signing agent. I hope to
I'll be up there next year. I'll be up there.
I hope there's no doubt in your mind. That
oh, no, it's not a doubt. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to keep it up.
Good. So remember, I'm going to end with this. This week, your goals is to go into 1 or 2 title offices just to say hi. You're not even asking for business on the way out. You're just like, hey, just want to come in, see how your weekday's doing. Is there anything I can help you with? Is there anything else? Cool, that's it. I'm
going today. I'm done for today, so I'm going for it. I'm going today.
Perfect. Okay, 2 people this week. Can you commit to that? I don't want the words out of your mouth. I want a signing. I just want.
I never say that, but no, I don't want a signing. I'm good. I'll be there.
All right. Well, keep me posted. Focus on the relationships on top of the pedal to the metal marketing, and I'm proud of you, girl. It's all I got.
Thank you.
I'm proud. I'm giving you a virtual hug. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
All right, keep me up to date. Hope everyone's inspired by T.
Thank you.
All right, girl, go get them. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. First off, something's in the Arizona water because there are people just crushing it. Let me go with Salai and my girl Angel and then Dee Dee. Okay, and I hope I'm saying Salai correctly. And if I'm not, correct me, please. She makes $10,000 a month, everybody. I hope you're inspired by that because she can do it, so can you. When you see, oh, what up, Salai? Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. What's up, girl? How are you?
I'm great. I didn't know what I was doing. I just did something and then I saw my face.
Well, now you're on live with me with 200 signing agents, so let's have a conversation. I know you're a brand new LSS student because we are in the DMs together, girl. So where are you at your part of your journey? Talk to me, and then maybe I can help you create a little bit more better activity to get where you want to go.
Okay. Did my test this morning. Not gonna lie, took me 3 times.
Well, first off, if it makes you feel any better, we have less than a 30% first-time passing ratio, girl. So that is not a big deal. I'm proud of you for taking it. I'm proud of you not getting discouraged. I'm proud of you for just picking up and saying, I can do better. Those are all attributes of a successful person. So I'm proud of you. I'm very proud that you're vulnerable enough to share with everybody that it took you 3 times to pass it. So, girl, all I heard was a business owner ready to take this industry by storm. So amazing. Okay, so you took the test, you passed. Congratulations.
Yes.
Where are we at
currently in the steps of registering with all the notary signing agencies that you listed. Perfect. So I've got 5 out of the total list thus far. But then I saw this live and I was like, I don't want to miss anything. So I just hopped off studying. Like, oh, let me see.
Okay, so here's my coaching. You ready? This is a coaching minute with me. Is, you know, like I said, there's 300 signing services that I provide you with, right? And then there's the signing agent databases. Remember, those are two different things. The databases are where signing services locate notaries, and then there's signing services that are going out trying to find signing agents. So there's both, okay? So set up with the databases. Then the list of 300s gets some new signing agents overwhelmed. So what I want you to do is just start chipping at that list slowly but surely. So maybe you do 25 today. Remember, not all signing services will allow you to sign up with them. So your job is to go through the list and find out which ones do and which ones don't, and sign up directly with the signing services that do. But again, don't get overwhelmed. Don't try to bang out all 300 today. Take it off little chunks. So each day, I see you, I know. So each day, just bang out like 25 and then move on the next day. 25, move on the next day, right? Because what I don't want you doing is getting more wrapped up in the signing services than finishing the course, because that's what happens sometimes. So that's why I want you just to take the list slowly but surely. So do 25 a day. And then as the week progresses, you'll get through the 300, but you're not losing focus on the training. Because a lot of times students worry about the list more than the training, and then they lack repetition, because remember, repetition is the mother of learning. So just bang out the list slowly but surely. Don't forget about the course, and then it will all start coming together in the next week or two. Okay?
Okay. Sounds great.
Cool. All right, girl. I'm so proud of you. I know you took the leap. That tells me you believe in yourself. I'm proud of you. Don't ever stop believing, girl. I'm here if you need anything, and I hope you know that.
Thank you. The course is amazing. I can't say enough. I'm going to have my 2 daughters go through this as well.
I love it. I love it. Making a family business, girl.
Yes.
Yes. And let your daughters know I'm here for them too. So keep doing what you're doing. Be methodical at the next process, right? Just don't go with your head down, not looking up. Be methodical. 25 a day. Get back in the course. Time block. Continue to study. And if you do all those together, the business will build itself.
Yes.
All right,
Thank
girl.
you.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Good luck to everyone.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Amazing. What I loved about that was she said, good luck to everyone. That's the loan signing system way, man. All of us can be successful. This business rewards effort. Let's go. All right, let's get my girl Angel on here. I hope you guys remember Angel from last week. She went full-time. She quit her job. She was making $7,000 a month part-time. She's like, look, I got to go all in. So let's see if my girl Angel is coming on here. Angel, you're up, girl. Where you at? I think that the best takeaway from that last conversation is not getting overwhelmed with trying to do everything right now, right? She was trying to do 300 signing service lists, and that becomes a little bit overwhelming. Just start breaking things down. Take bite-sized chunks. So I think the key to anything new, I think the key to life, frankly, is taking bite-sized chunks at whatever you're trying to accomplish. So many of us jump right into something brand new and try to go all in immediately. That's not the best way to do anything, because A, we can only retain so much information. Have you ever finished a book and at the end of the book, you're like, what was in chapter 1? Has that ever happened to you? Drop in the comments right there if it's happened to you. And the reason why is because most of us read a book front to end. And all of a sudden we're at the end of the book and we don't remember what's in chapter 1. That's why it's so important to maybe read chapter 1 or 2 times, or you're reading a book, because we need to remember that repetition is the mother of learning. We read chapter 1 and then we never read it again. And then by the time the book is over, you're like, dude, what was in chapter 1? And so it's really understanding the way the brain retains information. Remember the way the brain works. So if you're brand new at this course or being a signing agent, go through the same thing 1 or 2 times, bite-sized chunks. Don't try to do everything right now. Okay, so let me try going to Dee Dee. What's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
All right. Yes, I can. So tell
Oh,
everyone your name.
perfect.
I remember you, girl. Don't worry. But everyone else needs to say hello and where are you from?
Hi, my name is Dipti Goodwin. I go by Dee Dee. I live in Modesto, California.
All right, Dee Dee, talk to me, girl. Where are we at? Where are we at in our business?
Okay, so I'm almost 200 signings in, so that's
Oh,
awesome.
hold on. Let me go for a round of applause. 200 signings in. And Dee Dee started from scratch. Never a signing agent took my course, 200 in. I want all the new signing agents to be inspired by that. Okay, Dee, keep talking.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago, it was over a month ago, I joined in on one of the Monday Live videos. And I talked about like, you know, about my baby. She's going to be 7 months this Wednesday. So, you know, kind of, I couldn't full blow go direct at that point, and then just kind of working, you know, between signing services. But I have like 2 direct offices that I work with. And I think your advice to me was, kind of digging deeper, building that deeper relationship with them, and then, you know, continue with the signing service sign up. So what I did was, just like a lot of us here in the LSS family, I am a scatterbrain. So thank God my partner, my husband, he is not. So we complement each other well. So he keeps me straight on that part. So basically, he helped me kind of stay on track at times because he knows how I can be a scatterbrain. So I kind of developed a schedule, set goals, like weekly goals, and that way I can achieve them. So basically, what happened is that I've been, so you know, your 300 signing service list, it's not an easy thing to get through, right?
No.
So what I do is every week my goal is for the week to sign up for 10. So about 3 a day if I can. So last week I was able to do about 4 or 5. So that was awesome. Yeah, so that was really awesome. So just staying organized and structured. And then on the direct part of it, what happened, this is so amazing, right? So the one title company that I've been working with, one of the escrow offices, he was kind of like 2 to 3 months into that position. He was a senior assistant before that. And he started using me like I was his #1 preferred notary. And I didn't even know that.
Love it.
I didn't even know that until he mentioned it. And so I've been getting a lot of business from him and building that deeper relationship. And then his branch manager is the one that's actually started using me, and she recommended me to him when he joined the team. So that was really amazing. But something happened, and unfortunately things didn't work out for him at that title office. So he ended up telling me last week, Monday, was very short notice, that he's leaving and he's going back to the old title office that he was a senior assistant, that is going to be eventually working into an escrow officer in a couple of months because somebody is retiring. So he basically just upfront told me, I want to use you. I'm very happy with you because I've had, knock on wood, 0 post-closing issues with any of his
I got enough information to have a conversation back. So look, one of the best parts about this business is that escrow officers, title officers actually bounce around title offices often. That's actually a good thing for signing agents, because when I have a new escrow officer like, oh, Mark, I quit, I'm going to Chicago title, they were at First American. What I hear is like, oh my gosh, I have an in at another office now. So this is what I want you to do. Even though he may, quote unquote, got a lower position, I want you to go in and dig deeper. Walk in and be like, look, you know, can I buy the entire office some bagels on Monday? So use this as an opportunity to dig deeper into a new office you would never have had a chance with. Now, this is all the reason I tell you guys to create relationships, because now you want this gentleman to introduce you to some other people inside the office. So I think what the goal is for you is to go in and figure out how you can buy the entire office lunch, okay, for that new office. And then go in. I look, like Tiffany said, I love what Tiffany said. I don't know if you watched hers a couple minutes ago. She's a 10K student, and she's like, look, I bought lunch, but I ate before because I didn't want to eat while everyone else is eating. I just want to go in and introduce myself. So kind of get inspiration from that's my point. So go in there, drop off lunch, and be like, hey, you know, I'm Didi, local signing agent. Used to work with them over at this company. Build credibility that you got direct business from his other signing, his other title company. Build that credibility through them. And I think this is a dream scenario. I loved when my title officers moved, because now all of a sudden I have a huge new opportunity to market with a warm lead coming in. So I love it. Here's what I want. I'm going to end with this. Is I don't want you, I know that, you know, you're part-time, you have the baby, but a lot of times signing agents are like, well, I don't have time, so I'm not going to keep marketing direct. We almost put kind of a crutch in front of us because we're making an assumption that we can't fit in more business. I want you to continue marketing at title companies, okay? You have credibility in your pitch, DD. I don't want that lost. When you walk into a new title company that you've never walked in before, you now can say, I do signings for this title company across town. local signing agent, introducing myself. You know, I do work for this title company. Now the credibility is there than before. It wasn't as much, right? So use the script plus the credibility you now have. Does that make sense? So I want you to go into these title companies this week, at least one new title company. Can you commit to that, Dee?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And so part of your pitch now, your pitch is get that. That's what makes this business amazing is the momentum creates momentum. And that once you get one direct business in town, you can leverage that fact with the new title office. Because sometimes a little weary when a new title company, a new signing agent comes in. But now you're like, look, let me take that off the table. I've been doing business for this person over here. Name drop some other local loan officers or whatever you've been working with. That makes your conversation so much easier. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Girl, I'm so excited for you. You're 200 in.
Mark, I have one more
Yes.
win to share with you
Yes.
real quickly. So going through the signing service list, right? So like one of the first one was like ATS documents. It's like on from the A, right? So I'm going down the list.
Yep.
So I just got a call from them last week. I signed up with them a while back. And I got a call from them last week. They had a signing that needed somebody that spoke Hindi because it was a Punjabi family. And it was kind of a little bit of a drive for me. It's not too bad, but a little bit, right? 20 minutes drive. And so she asked me how much I charge for a buy-a package. And I said, well, typically refis and buy-a package are $150. And she's like, okay, cool. So she gave me the job and everything. And I think when she looked up that it's a little bit of a drive for me, she added another $10. So she paid $160. And then because I spoke Hindi and she really enjoyed working with me, she was like, I'm going to start using you more and more. And what happened with that signing, the drop was right here at a local title office in town. So I didn't go market to them, but I said, hey, if you want, I can go drop off the package. I'm not going to ship it. And they were super blown off about it. So I follow what you said. You know, I didn't go market, but I said, hey, and they were like, oh yeah, if we need you, we'll go through ATS and use you. Like I didn't even have to say anything. So.
It's all about building relationships, and they gave you $10 more. It's about going to the title company, not trying to undercut the signing service, but to create a better relationship with the signing service. There is so much business out there if you continue to bring value. Dee, I hope everyone is inspired by you. I'm going to end with this. Your job now is to ride this momentum. You're 200 in. You have title business locally. It's time to go all in and turn the 200 signings from signing services to direct. That's my goal for you. It's to take your signing service. It's not necessarily to get you to do 400 closings. It's to get you to do more closings that are direct. So then you start taking away the SS. So what I need from you now is to go all in on your direct business. And I want you to start segueing away from signing service business and build a part-time business that's 100% direct. Make more money doing the same amount of work. Can we commit to that, girl?
Yes, sir, I can.
Let's go. And tell your
Thanks,
hubby that
Mark.
he's the man, because we all need a strong support system. It takes a village to build a business. And I love that you recognized him. I feel the same way about my wife. Without her, I would not be able to build this business. So I love you recognizing your partner. But Dee, keep me posted in the DMs. But girl, it's time to build an all direct business.
Absolutely.
You hear me on that?
Yeah.
All right, girl,
I hear you loud and clear.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Bye. Love it.
Bye.
I love it. You know what I loved about Dee is that she focused on building the relationship. You know, I don't believe in trying to take business from a signing service that gives you business, but you know, she believes in the loan signing system principle that she can walk in and just get that title company to make sure that the signing service picks her. That's the loan signing system way. We don't need to undercut people. We can all build businesses together. So I'm so proud of you, Dee, and I'm so proud that you embrace the loan signing system way of we don't need to undercut people. All right, let's get Dave up here. Dave, talk to me, man. My man.
Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
All right, well, you're on live, bro. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm just trying to get some information, man. This is like super interesting. I see your grind, I see your hustle, and I see everybody else's hustle, and it's not like any BS, right? So I'm just trying to get some information of like how I get started. I'm in California, Los Angeles, California, so I just want to see what it takes, you know?
No, it's a great question. I appreciate it. This is Goal Setting Mondays. I jump on. Look, you know, you may or may not know this, but every single home in America needs a notary to close. Period. Right? There's no scam about that. That is a fact. And so every person who's a notary, if they know how to approach title companies and realtors and lenders, they get hired as that notary, man. and that notary makes anywhere from $75 to $200, I'll be the first person to tell you this is a real business. I will not tell you that this is a get-rich-quick scheme. I will not tell you take my course today and tomorrow you make money. I mean, that's not how I roll. The truth of the matter is every home needs a notary. The truth of the matter is the title companies don't know you're a notary if you don't tell them. My goal is to empower signing agents to know how to say techniques, what to say to realtors, what to say to lenders. My job as a coach to signing agents is to encourage you that, you know, this sometimes takes a little bit more effort than a day worth of work studying. But man, if this is the best business in America, because most people don't realize that every single home needs a notary. It's crazy. People don't know this. I've been blessed with a big business, and now all I do is help people like you, man, try to learn about this little niche that notaries are crushing it where you live when you have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, and I've used a notary before, you know, like you need notaries for certain paperwork, and I, like for my online business, I have to use a notary to sign my paperwork. So it's just like, I know that they make money. It's just, you know, how, like, obviously I want to take your course and everything, but it's just like how it works and everything, like how you, like I hear you talking about going to like certain companies and giving them gifts and stuff like that. Like I don't even understand how that works. Like I've heard of it before, you know, like where it's like we're like lawyers and kind of like that, like because my wife, she works at a body shop. She's an estimator at a body shop, and sometimes like so you can get cases like you go to like lawyers' offices and then they direct the case to you. So I'm kind of thinking that it's along the same lines.
You knocked it out, dude. That analogy is money. It's the exact same way. The difference is mortgage companies need notaries the way your wife gets business from lawyers. It's the same concept. It's just a different niche. So yeah, I mean, that's probably the best analogy I've ever heard. Actually, same concept, man. Every home needs a notary. Title companies need to hire notaries, just like lawyers need referrals. It all works the same way, just kind of a different niche in the real estate industry. But dude, you know, hit me up in the DMs if you have any other questions. But man, look, honestly, every home in America needs a notary. This is a real business. I'm not going to sell you on anything opposite. It's a real business. No. But if you want to put in the work, I've been known to help a few signing agents crush it.
Yeah. How long does it take? Like, do you know how long the whole process takes? Like,
I don't love that question, to be honest with you. That's like asking a physical trainer, how quick can you make me lose weight?
The certification, getting certified and all that stuff, like besides the course, after you take the course, the certification process, like is that like a month, 2 months? Like does that normally take like is that like
let me try and jump in. So the only long process is getting a notary from your state. Every state's different though, man. I mean, Florida to Wyoming to Delaware, the time to get your notary commission, that's going to be the most lengthy part of it. Learning the loan documents and the mortgage definitions is going to be another section. But if you're in, I would just go take my course, man. I'll get you front to end, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right?
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Oh, dude, and hit me up in the DMs if you have any questions at all, okay, man?
Of course. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're so welcome. All right, so let me try to get someone else on. Angel, let's get one more time. Angel, you there? Let's get one last person on. Angel. Okay, Angel is not meant to be today, girl. Let's get Michael West, one last person. Michael West, what a great time to talk to you. Amazing signing agents doing such good work out there. So proud. Okay, doesn't look like Mike wants to get up. Oh, Mike, my man.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, thank you for jumping on. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for even having me on. I'm super excited right now.
Dude, thank you for jumping on. So tell everybody where you do closings at.
I'm out here in Goodyear in Arizona.
Okay, cool. Man, there's something in the Arizona water today. I love it. Everyone's bringing the heat.
Yeah, I'm trying to drink it too.
All right. First thing is, I don't know where Tiffany Miles is, but she's a 10K signing agent in Arizona. My coaching there is don't be afraid to network, man. That, you know, your network equals your network equals your net worth. Build a good signing agent community where you live. Get to know each other. That's all part of what I give to you students. So Tiffany's one of so many signing agents in Arizona crushing. Ira Ruda, Kaylee Bieber, Skylar Sales, like so many. So
I'm actually following all of them right now.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so you got me on here, man. Where you are in your business? Let's talk about some goals.
Okay, so I just finished. I finished my certification. I passed on the 2nd of this month. Right now, I'm currently going through this huge list of companies. I'm working on my emails, and right now I'm just basically working up the courage to start calling these services.
I love it. Okay.
That's the part.
You hit something on the head. Let's talk about it. This word courage. Okay, look.
Yes.
The only reason we kind of lack courage is because we lack a little bit of self-belief. Here's what I want you to remember, man. How many hours have you put into this business? How many hours do you think, conservatively, 40 hours?
Way more than that.
That's my point. So the reason people have a little lack self-belief sometimes is because they're choosing to focus on their weaknesses instead of focusing on their strengths. You're focusing on the fact that I've never done this. I'm focusing on the fact you put in 60 freaking hours of perfecting your craft. Does that make a difference in mindset there? Like, I own a signing service. I would love to find the notaries who put in 60 hours of their craft. Does that make sense? So I want you to stop focusing on the fact you haven't done a closing before. Start focusing on the fact of how much time you put into your business. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
See, a lot of people think, people who are confident don't have weaknesses. Not true. But the people who are confident choose not to focus on their weaknesses, but focus on their strengths. Dude, 60 hours. My guess is you have my certification and the NNA certification, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
actually do.
Again, why are you not remembering that? You have 2 different certifications. That's epic, right?
Yeah.
You have a signing agent mentor.
Right.
That's epic. So stop doubting or stop giving yourself credit for what you should be giving yourself credit for. There's a lot of signing agents out there, man, who only have 1 certification. You have 2. So a lot of signing agents out there who are not putting in 60 different hours of work. So before you pick up that phone, be like, look, I put in 60 hours of work. I care. I want to be the best. I'm willing to travel anywhere to prove my worth to a new client. I want the bar to have the best experience. I will quadruple check my work.
Yes, I will.
See what I'm saying? Like, you're not focusing on that, man. Does
that
make sense?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. So, no, I got this. You're right. No, I got this.
Dude, you got this, bro.
This.
I mean, you got to stop focusing on the fact I've never done a signing. No one cares you haven't done a signing, honestly. What they care about, and the reason you take my course, because I'm a signing service owner, right? All I want to do is work with someone who cares.
Well, I do. I'm doing it. So
that's my point. Like when you hire someone for your, like when you go get your oil changed, or you just want to work with someone who cares, right?
Basically, yeah.
So my point is just communicate that to someone. Communicate that to the signing service owner or the escrow officer or the real estate agent. Is like, all your job is to let people know that you care. It's like, look, dude, I want to make sure the borrower knows what they're signing. I want to make sure there's no funding conditions. I want to make sure the borrower actually enjoys their purpose of the hour with me. Does that make sense? I can feel your passion for this new industry, for the industry you've chosen. I feel it, bro.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's your job to make other people feel it. Does that make sense? So many.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it does.
So many new signing agents have all this energy and excitement, but you keep it to yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you got to start showing these signing service owners and these real estate agents and these escrow officers, the title officers, like, look, I don't know who you're currently working with, but I'm telling you right now, they probably don't have as much passion about me about this business. They probably don't have as passion about making the customer experience as good as I do. They probably aren't quadruple checking their work. They probably don't have 2 different certifications. They probably don't have, focus on that, bro, because you are the man. It's time for you to, you are the man. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm not just saying this to say this. Like, you put in 60 hours of work. I would love to give every signing to a signing agent who's put as much time into their business as you have. You are not the rule. You are the exception. Loan signing system students are the exception. We put in work. We care. This now your turn to start telling people that, man. You know what I mean?
All right. I will. I'll definitely. Yeah. You know what? This is what I needed today. This is what I needed. I've been trying to just figure out, like, what do I need to say to them? Like, I wrote my pitch out, have my emails ready to go. It's just like, pick up the phone. I'm like, what am I going to start off with? But you know what? I put in the work, so I'm doing this.
That's it.
You're right.
That's it. So, well, remember, don't forget the script in the course. Make the script yours. Remember, I teach you guys, people buy solutions. You are a solution to the signing services problems. The script tells you how to solve those problems that they have. But remember, at the beginning of the conversation is like, hey, I tell people about how passionate you are. That's all people want to all hear. You know what I mean? Like, they want to know that I have chosen the signing agent who represents me the best.
Gotcha.
It's your job to be like, that's who you're hiring with me. Is I understand I'm an extension of you. I understand the funding conditions. I understand making sure I make FedEx. Be the solution to the problems, bro. And honestly, the sky is the limit.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you. Like, I really needed like this extra, like this push. I really needed it because, like I said, I've been trying to just figure out how to start or what to say. But like, just the fact you said like that word passionate, and I really am. So I have something to lead off with. So thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. What I want from you now, man, is to commit to everybody on here that you're going to call at least 10 signing services a week and show them that passion and that grit and that hustle and that determination.
I got that. I can commit to that.
10.
I got
that. 10. I want you to slide in my DMs and be like, Mark, I called all 10. Tell me how it went. I love it, bro. And someone just wrote, let them know they're lucky to get you. And I agree with that, man. Believe in yourself.
Oh, man. Thank you, guys. Thanks, family. I really appreciate it. Like, it's awesome. You guys are all amazing, all inspirational. I love the family. I'm just like super like cloud9 every time I see anything you guys are doing. So everybody get out there, get it in, and let's go.
Let's go. I'm going to end with that. Drop in the DMs. Let me know how it goes this week, man.
All right, we'll do. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And that's a wrap. What a great hour with you signing agents. If you ever need me, please DM me. I'm here for you. Man, I just want to say I appreciate you so much for spending an hour with me. Thank you so much for following the loan signing system page. I'm here if you need anything at all. And I'm going to end with this. You got to believe in yourself and remember what you do great. Stop focusing on what you don't do great because you do so much more great than you don't do great. Remember that. Believe in yourself. I believe in you, but I just can't believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Bye, everybody. Go get them and have a great week. Let's go.